Then wise Telemachus answered her, and said, Yea, sir, now I will plainly tell thee all. My mother verily saith that I am his. For myself I know not, for never man yet knew of himself his own descent. Oh, that I had been the son of some blessed man, whom old age overtook among his own possessions. But now of him that is the most hapless of mortal men. His son they say that I am, since thou dost question me hereof. Then the goddess, grey-eyed Athene, spake unto him, and said, Surely no nameless lineage have the gods ordained for thee in days to come, since Penelope bore thee so goodly a man. But come, declare me this, and tell it all plainly. What feast, nay, what rout is this? What hast thou to do therewith? Is it a clan drinking, or a wedding feast? For here we have no banquet where each man brings his share. In such wise, flown with insolence, do they seem to me revel wantonly through the house. And well might any man be wroth to see so many deeds of shame, what so wise men cameth among them. Then wise Telemachus answered her, and said, Sir, forasmuch as thou questionest me of these things, and inquirest thereof, our house was once like to have been rich and honorable, while yet that man was among his people. But now the gods willed it otherwise, in evil purpose, who have made him pass utterly out of sight, as no man ever before. Truly, I would not even for his death make so great sorrow. Had he fallen among his fellows in the land of the Trojans, or in the arms of his friends, when he had wound up the clue of war, then would the whole Achaean coast have builded him a barrow, and even for his son would he have won great glory in the after days. But now the spirits of the storm have swept him away inglorious. He is gone, lost to sight and hearsay, but for me hath he left anguish and lamentation. Nor henceforth is it for him alone that I mourn and weep, since the gods have wrought for me other sore distress. For the noblest of the princes are in the isles, in Dulichium and Same, and the wooded Zacynthus, and as many as lord it in rocky Ithaca. All those woo my mother, and waste my house. But as for her, she neither refuseth the hated bridal, nor hath the heart to make an end. So they devour and minish my house, and ere long they will make havoc likewise of myself. Here we go with some really archaic language, making it a little bit difficult to translate to modern thinking or modern understanding. I'm saying that from my experience, not assuming that is your experience, but that's the show. I'm going to break this down into what is actually being said and ignore how many times I've had to reread this in order to get some of these old terms out of my mouth. Telemachus responding to Athena's prophecy and mentioning of Odysseus yesterday. We ended yesterday's passage with Athena saying, it is you are the son of Odysseus, right? It's been a long time since I've been here. I don't think we've ever met. If we did, you were probably just a wee lad. So you have his eyes. Are you him? Are you the son of Odysseus? And Telemachus saying, well, now my mom says I am, but does any man ever really know of his own descent? Can he confirm his own parentage on his own? I mean, obviously, in 2026 we can, through all kinds of DNA and blood tests and other kinds of genealogical technology, but back in the day, no, you probably couldn't. You would have to take your parents' word for it, or society's word for it. So basically what he's saying here is like, I'm told that I am, but, I have some doubts. Since you asked, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know that I'm Odysseus' son. I mean, these folks around here certainly aren't treating me like it. And I think this is Athena's response here is letting us, the readers, or the audience, the initial audience of this story, to have some assurance that he is actually the son of Odysseus, because she says here, surely no nameless lineage have the gods ordained for thee in the days to come. So saying, surely the gods haven't put you in a situation where you're not going to know your parentage. Your lineage is of a goodly man. Penelope bore thee so goodly a man. So Penelope being his mother, the first time we hear that name. Athena going on to ask, like, what is going on around here? Why are there so many of these men just doing whatever they want to? There's not a wedding feast that I can see. I don't see it's a clan necessarily. So why are they traipsing around with such insolence I love this line here. Do they seem to me to revel wantonly through the house? And well might any man be wroth to see many deeds of shame. So even Athena is looking around and going, okay, there's some there's some shameful acts going on. It's all part of the din and tapestry that's going on here that's not given much description, but, I think in addition to just taking the wine and the food and the meat and killing the oxen, like, we can probably assume all colors of shameful acts are being acted upon here. Maybe not Caligula level, but we are dealing with, shameful behavior. Telemachus' response to her is interesting because it's not as straightforward as I would have assumed it. They're saying all these men are here because they want to marry my mom. They're here to, marry my mom. I'm assuming take his mom the way that Odysseus had taken the wife and killed her husband. So is that our first echo? I mean, we're not going to be able to apply modern literary devices cleanly to this heroic epic, but that's an interesting parallel. So Telemachus is basically saying that in the vacuum of Odysseus, all of these men are coming in here and they are taking over the home, and they are making a play for the hand of Penelope, his mother. And Penelope, for her part, says here, she neither refuseth the hated bridal, nor hath the heart to make it end. So she doesn't want any of this. She hates all of these men trying to come at her, but she also doesn't have the grit to put a stop to it. But I think what we're supposed to take, too, is between Telemachus questioning his lineage and this very last line here, so they devour and minish my house, and ere long they will make havoc likewise of myself. They're all these men, these wooers, are, well, actually, wooers now makes sense because they're going after Penelope, but they are stomping on Odysseus' name, yes, but they are threatening the birthright of Telemachus. Because if Odysseus is Lord here, then, and he is dead, all of that should fall to Telemachus. But if all of these men are moving in on Penelope, then clearly that threatens his inheritance, so to speak. And Telemachus is looking at that as yet another woe that the gods have put upon him, even in addition to not knowing whether his father is alive or dead. And he's lamenting, too, that, like, if my dad had died in the Trojan War, or even after the fact, then everybody would have, like, built a shrine to him. They would have appreciated his sacrifice and what he had done for the land, for the gods. But because he just kind of, like, up and disappeared without a trace, no one has had the closure or the ability to, like, it hasn't secured Odysseus's name and lineage as that of a rightful hero, because there's been no closure, there's been no recognition of it yet. If word had gotten out that he had died during the war or thereafter, then recognition would have happened. The house of Odysseus, i.e., that of Telemachus, would have been revered, but that didn't happen. And so because of his disappearance, because he's gone, there's no moral firewall to hold all of these opportunists back. And that's weighing heavily on Telemachus. So the episodes of this first book are actually a little bit longer in length than I anticipated. Don't expect 15-minute episodes all the way through this project. I don't want to disappoint you when I have some very short ones. But I think we're just kind of getting the lay of the land here. I'm glad I'm doing it this way, because I think this is the sort of story that if I didn't really go slow, take the time to best understand what all of this means, how it's unfolding, it would just become like white noise to me. My eyes would glaze over. I would read a page, 2 pages, 3 pages, and then go, what did I read? My thoughts wandering elsewhere. So this is helpful to me. I hope you're getting something out of it. Please reach out. Let me know if you're enjoying this, if you would like to hear something slightly different in my commentary. And you can, you know what? So early on, I want to hear from you. I don't even mind if you reach out just to tell me how poorly I'm pronouncing everything. Okay, so we are past the halfway point of book 1. Join me here tomorrow as we continue with a little bit more. Until then, okay, goodbye. Odyssey is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. The show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Odyssey, written by Homer. Theme song by Neuroflow. You can support this show and other shows like it by going to patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.